What happens when a riff gives you goosebumps, a melody sticks in your soul, or a song you once loved finds its way into your own music, by chance or subconscious inspiration? In the world of rock, the line between influence and imitation can be razor thin. But instead of sparking lawsuits, some legendary bands chose to celebrate the evolution of music rather than fight it. Curious about the stories behind these moments of uncanny similarity? Let's dive into the tales of rock generosity and creative harmony. 9 rock songs that definitely borrowed from other bands. One. Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, versus Boston, More Than a Feeling. The opening riff of Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit has long been compared to Boston's classic More Than a Feeling. Kurt Cobain even joked in interviews that he was trying to write a pop song inspired by Boston. Boston never pursued legal action, likely recognizing that Nirvana's riff was unique in its own right and had become iconic in the grunge movement. 2. Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child O' Mine, versus Australian Crawl, Unpublished Critics. The melody of Sweet Child O' Mine bears a striking resemblance to Australian Crawl's Unpublished Critics, especially in the verses and structure. Australian Crawl's James Raine acknowledged the similarities but never sued. He even downplayed the controversy, saying he found it amusing that their music reached such a global audience, albeit indirectly. Whole Lotta Love, 1969 versus You Need Love, 1962. Willie Dixon wrote You Need Love for blues legend Muddy Waters in 1962. The song's lyrics and vocal phrasing bear a striking resemblance to Led Zeppelin's Whole Lotta Love. For example, lines like, "Way down inside, woman, you need love," are nearly identical in both songs. Similarly, the overall theme and feel of the lyrics align closely. Initially, Willie Dixon was not credited for Whole Lotta Love, and Led Zeppelin claimed it as an original composition by Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, John Paul Jones, and John Bonham. In 1985, Dixon sued Led Zeppelin for copyright infringement. The case was settled out of court, and Dixon was given co-writing credit. He also received a financial settlement. Somewhere, versus Lynyrd Skynyrd, Simple Man. Scorpions, ballad Always Somewhere sounds eerily similar to Lynyrd Skynyrd's southern rock anthem Simple Man, with its chord progression and mood being almost identical. Lynyrd Skynyrd didn't pursue legal action, possibly seeing it as a homage rather than theft. It's also worth noting that many ballads of the era shared similar structures. Radiohead, Creep, versus The Hollies, The Air That I Breathe. The chord progression and melody of Radiohead's Creep are uncannily similar to The Air That I Breathe by The Hollies. Radiohead preemptively acknowledged the influence and credited Albert Hammond and Mike Hazelwood, writers of The Air That I Breathe, as co-writers of Creep. This mutual agreement avoided any courtroom drama. 6. Coldplay, Viva La Vida, versus Joe Satriani, If I Could Fly. Joe Satriani claimed that the melody of Coldplay's Viva La Vida closely mirrored his instrumental track If I Could Fly. The similarities are undeniable when played side by side. While Satriani initially filed a lawsuit, the two parties settled privately. Satriani later praised Coldplay for their artistry, suggesting there was no bad blood between them. 5. The Rolling Stones, Anybody Seen My Baby, versus K. D. Lang, Constant Craving. The chorus of the Rolling Stones' Anybody Seen My Baby is almost identical to K. D. Lang's Constant Craving. Mick Jagger and Keith Richards noticed the similarity themselves before the release and gave K. D. Lang co-writing credit to avoid any issues. Lang was flattered by the acknowledgement. 8. Tom Petty, Mary Jane's Last Dance, versus Red Hot Chili Peppers, Donny California. The chord progression and rhythm of Donny California by the Red Hot Chili Peppers are very similar to Tom Petty's Mary Jane's Last Dance. Petty laughed off the comparisons, saying, "I seriously doubt that there was any negative intent. It's just the way rock and roll works sometimes." 9. The Strokes, Last Night, versus Tom Petty, American Girl. The Strokes' Last Night is heavily inspired by Tom Petty's American Girl, with a nearly identical guitar riff and rhythm. Petty took it in stride, jokingly saying, "It doesn't bother me. I actually like the song." This casual attitude won him even more respect in the rock community. And there you have it. 9 rock bands that chose creativity and inspiration over courtroom battles. These legends proved that music is a shared language, where influence flows freely, creating timeless art for all of us to enjoy. So, what do you think? Should more bands take this generous approach, or is it important to protect every riff and melody? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.